This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we'll take you to the Greater Hazleton Veterans Day ceremony where many gather to say thank you to our servicemen and women. Good evening and welcome to FYI News 13. I'm Ken Kara. Communities throughout America pause today to remember those who fought and continue to fight for our freedom. Not too far from our studio, Ariana Umbriak sang our national anthem. Hazleton Mayor Joe Iannuzzi and West Hazleton Mayor Frank Schmidt placed a wreath before the Veterans Monument outside of Hazleton City Hall. It was all a part of the sights and sounds of the Greater Hazleton Area Veterans Day commemoration program.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming?
This Veterans Day, we remember their sacrifices and ask your blessings on the families that they so selflessly left behind during the time of conflict. Along with the photographs of these uniformed patriots, may they hold in their hearts the love and devotion of these defenders of freedom.
So here we are, on a day originally intended to commemorate the end of the war to end all wars, honoring the service of the many who have answered the call so many times in the nearly 100 years since the end of that epic struggle. While the nature of warfare has changed, while the advent of the so-called all-volunteer force has isolated much of our society from the sacrifice and burdens borne by our military men and women and their families, the basics of courageous service and our heritage of volunteerism remain.
And in the fire service, we have a saying that everyone goes home. To our brothers in the military, welcome home, and we will never, ever forget you or forget each and everything you've done to give us the freedom we enjoy today. God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America.
We asked several people in attendance today why it was so important for them to attend this ceremony.
I think it's part of giving back. And I think it's important that young people hear these things, and it's important that young people somehow remember and feel an obligation to give something back to our country.
My son's 17. He goes to Hazleton Area High School. He's in the boat deck, and he's signed up for the Army. And he leaves June 30th. He's going to Fort Benning, Georgia.
Obviously, you thought it was important to be here today.
Yes.
Why?
For his sake and everybody, all the veterans.
I support the veterans and the men serving. And my stepson, too, that's in the Army.
Like the General said in his speech, that you can't forget those that gave all to keep us free today, and those that are still fighting. We have to watch over them and just God bless America, and this was a great day.
From everyone here at FYI and SSPTV, thank you to all the brave men and women who have fought and those still serving to protect our freedom. In other news tonight, the Monoy Area Middle School was evacuated again on Tuesday. Monoy City Police did confirm the evacuation but did not release any details at this time. 2 bomb threats caused early dismissals 2 days in a row last month. The school was searched both times and nothing was found. A Hazleton man is charged with stabbing another man during a scuffle last night in Hazel Township. 21-year-old Christopher Ring-Laban of Hazleton was charged with aggravated and simple assault and other charges following the incident in the parking lot of the Turkey Hill Mini Mart on Route 309 in Hazel Township. According to state police, the call came in just after 11 p.m. last night. Hazleton and West Hazleton police also responded and detained Ring-Laban. Police report that Ring-Laban approached the victim, 20-year-old William Flax Sinhar of Drums, who was seated in his Dodge Durango. Ringlaban allegedly grabbed the victim and a scuffle broke out. Police say that during the scuffle, Sinhar punched Ringlaban in the face, giving him a bloody nose. Ringlaban then allegedly pulled a pocket knife and stabbed Sinhar in the upper arm, causing an almost 7-inch deep laceration. Ringlaban attempted to flee, throwing the knife into the grass field behind the store, but was prevented from leaving by witnesses until police arrived. He was taken into custody and lodged in Luzerne County Prison. A Hazelton cemetery was vandalized and police are looking for those responsible. It happened around 12:30 yesterday afternoon at Most Precious Blood Cemetery at 9th and Arthur Streets. Police say the suspect or suspects damaged a building inside the cemetery. Anyone with any information is asked to call Hazelton City Police. Well, please don't go anywhere, because in sports, I'll introduce you to a bunch of volleyball ninjas. You may know them as the Marion Phillies. And when we come right back, an important religious icon is in our area. We'll learn all about it next.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazelton Standard Speaker.
On location today, bringing you Care for Kids. We are actually located on Church Street in Hazelton, and we're with Lori O'Gurkis, and we are focusing our attention on Brandon's Forever Home, and we actually just purchased a home.
Yes, we're in the process. We're close to closing on this property. It's a dream come true. It's something that I don't think we even had envisioned that it would grow to this extent, but it has, and it grew through the goodness of this community.
Now, how is this being purchased?
Through charity, through donations, through people who just believe in our cause and see that there are children in need and in crisis within our community. So it's really from friends and from people who are donating money towards it, as well as hopefully some grants that we're relying on as well.
For people watching at home that don't know what Brandon's Forever Home is all about, explain that to them.
Brandon's Forever Home was a process as far as trying to figure out how can we change child welfare, how can we change children who are coming into care as far as their experience, as well as changing society's perception of children while they're in care. And that's why the home was created. The home is a place for these children to come, be able to receive goods, brand new, services, free of charge, vocal lessons, art lessons, a community that supports these children, that they have a network, and they are able to thrive. Mm-hmm. And we are also able to encourage people to adopt from foster care and become foster parents to help children when they're in crisis.
Why is it important for people to actually care about the process of foster and adoption care?
It's important because these are children who, I call them the forgotten children within our society. They're modern day orphans is what they really are. Mm-hmm. And they walk amongst us, but we don't know who they are. They don't typically like to be known that they are in crisis and that they don't have a home, and it's traumatic. Just think how a child feels when they're going through a divorce situation. Mm-hmm. It goes one step further. Mm-hmm. Okay, so and then these children are go through a system that's very harsh and life-changing, life-altering, and we expect them to thrive within our community. And I can tell you that from my experience of child welfare, it doesn't do anything but encourage homelessness, dropouts. They don't thrive in school. They don't attend college. They end up in jail. They end up having children. Mm-hmm. And the cycle continues to repeat itself. And we are going to work to change that cycle so that children who experience a tragedy in their lives from a home setting, that we can alter that experience and greatly change their trajectory as far as where they're going to head in life. Mm-hmm. And it's because of the community that's going to do that. It's all of us together.
Generous community. Quickly, Lori, how can people get involved if they do want to make a donation, they want to contribute to our cause?
Sure, get in touch with Brandon's Forever Home. That's typically through me. We have a great board of directors. Janine's on the board of directors. Rob and Katie Moore are on the board, as well as State Representative Tara Toohill and her fiance Scott Burkhart. They're phenomenal. Shaskia and Max Castillo, they help us as well. So with any of our board of directors or calling me direct, and I'll come and meet with you. I meet with anybody at any time to go over, what we're looking for and how you can help this forgotten segment of society, our children.
And we will definitely be pleased to walk you through this home. It is grand, just like the mission that we have started together as one community. Next week, join us on Care for Kids, and we will expand our talk here at Brandon's Forever Home.
A beautiful icon is traveling the world and is right here in our area, and it is our pleasure to have it here in the studios of SSPTV and FYI. It is traveling the icon of the Blessed Josafata Hordyshevska, who is the foundress of the Sister Servants of Mary Immaculate, and it will be in St. Michael's Ukrainian Church in Shenandoah later on this week. Here to tell us all about this beautiful icon and its travels is Sister Natalia, and also Sister Zenobia, both Sister Servants of Mary Immaculate. Sister Natalia, I'm going to start with you. What is the significance of this beautiful icon?
The icon was commissioned to celebrate the 125th anniversary of our congregation, the Sister Servants of Mary Immaculate, and that will be occurring in 2017. The icon itself is embedded with a bone of Blessed Josafata. She was beatified in 2001 by Saint Pope John Paul II. The significance is basically that Josafata was not able to see what the congregation that she began would be doing in years to come. And so her spirit, and also a part of her, is going from country to country around the world from now until 2017, visiting as many parishes as is possible and blessing as many people as possible in all the countries where the sisters are missioned at this point.
And you are missioned in Minersville right now. So tell us about some of the good works that you are doing.
In Minersville this year, Sister Zenobia teaches part-time at St. Nicholas School, and we are working with the South Anthracite Deanery of the Ukrainian Catholic Church. There are 10 parishes in the deanery, and we are working with about 6 of them. We are doing catechetical work, we are doing workshops, we are visiting the sick, we are doing whatever the parish needs for us to do.
All right, well, very good. And Sister, you tell me this icon is very important to you. So why is it so important?
We were asked to give our personal or from the heart, and this is what Blessed Josafata means to me. She's a spiritual mother. Why? Because she was the spiritual mother of her daughters, and she founded this community. So how did we live under the vowed life of poverty, chastity, and obedience? And Blessed Josafata had a nurturing heart, just like all mothers do, providing God's love, faith, hope to the children. And not just children, but to the mothers, fathers, the old and the new, and the young. She never tired of doing the works. And what kind of works? The spiritual and the corporal, the bodily works. Those who were sick, and she provided mercy for them. The uneducated. And at that time, we were the first apostolic community and congregation because there was no other type. They were mostly the monastic type of sisters. And Josafata was called to be with the people. She prayed before the Eucharistic Lord, and I think this is what gave her that strength to be like a heroic person, to be faithful to the end. And everywhere she went, she always did her work because the motto would have been, wherever there beats a human heart. And that's where she was called to, and this is how she inspires me today, So I keep running the race, to this holiness that she was calling us to.
That sounds very nice, very nicely put. Now, for anyone in our viewing audience who would like to come and see this beautiful icon, it will be at St. Michael's Church on the 12th and 13th in Shenandoah, 10 till 8 on the 12th with a 10 a.m. liturgy, and 10 to 7 on the 13th with a 6 p.m. prayer service. I'm sure that a lot of people come out as it makes its way all across the world. So what do you expect to see in Shenandoah?
Well, we hope to see as many people as possible come in and meet our Blessed Yosefata and ask her for whatever the needs are that you have. On her deathbed, and she died of tuberculosis of the bone, a very painful death. She was bedridden for the last 3 years of her life. But on her deathbed, she said that she would ask Jesus for whatever people wanted her to ask Jesus for. And that's kind of why she's going from parish to parish. People have so many needs, and if they just ask her, she will take those needs to Jesus, and Jesus hopefully will answer them.
Very nicely said. We hope a lot of people will come out to see this beautiful icon again, traveling the world. And now here in our area, we will put up the list on your screen. Not only will it be at St. Michael's in Shenandoah, but other places throughout the viewing area as well. So please, if you can, visit it, and hopefully your prayers will be answered.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Here's our Veterans Day weather shot from in front of City Hall in Hazleton. It was a damp, dark day weather-wise, but as you just saw in our first block of news, it didn't stop the greater Hazleton area from thanking their veterans. Now here's our local forecast from the National Weather Service tonight. There's a slight chance of showers, and there will be areas of fog after midnight. The low will be 49 degrees. On the extended forecast, Wednesday, the high will be 53 degrees. There is a slight chance of showers, and there will be areas of fog before 9 a.m. Wednesday night will be mostly clear with a low of 30. Thursday, partly sunny with a high of 36. That's right, a high of 36. Thursday night will get down to 23 degrees, as it's definitely a cool down at the end of the week. Friday, mostly sunny, a high of 38. Friday night, cold again, 23 the low. And then Saturday, mostly sunny, a high of 36. Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low around 24 degrees. All right, green screen time. Here are your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. The daily number 985, the big four 9506, Quinto 51444, and treasure hunt 1, 12, 19, 20, 26. We get you ready for the Marian Catholic girls volleyball team, their showdown in the state semifinals tonight, with a feature story next.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
The Marian girls volleyball team is one step away from reaching the state final and getting their chance to defend their state championship from 2013. The Phillies roster is filled with talent, and tonight we'll take a quick look at number 29 senior Emily Pilla and number 33 junior Abby Stankiewicz. I refer to the Marian Phillies as volleyball ninjas, and this story will also explain why. When the Marian Phillies strike, they do it quickly and accurately. Before you have a chance to defend, there's a huddle of gold celebrating their latest point. One of Marian's weapons is junior Abby Stankiewicz, who has more kills in the air than Maverick and Top Gun. In the opening round of the state single-A tournament against Lidditz Christian, Stankiewicz had 9 kills, and she had 11 in the quarterfinals against Sacred Heart.
When the ball first comes over from the serve, I have to look at definitely to see the spots on the court. That's what the main thing I do. And then if they're still open when she sets me, that I try to aim there. But sometimes it's just luck. It's honestly just luck sometimes.
Just luck, says the lightning to the burning tree. Senior Emily Pilla can kill it with the best of them, and she also knows how to hold serve. She had 18 service points against Lidditz Christian. Pilla had a 4-point service run against Sacred Heart and another 5-point run during the same set. Like any great ninja, her skills come with a backstory.
I tell everybody the story that one of our best players ever took her aside in 5th grade and taught her an approach and a swing, and she mastered it in 30 minutes. And no matter how small she was at that time, I could just see this girl is a special girl. Okay, and she's grown into everything that I've ever dreamt that she could be, and more. She's got natural abilities to do things that you can't teach, and things that she was taught, she excels at those. So her serving and her concentration and her approach to the game and her approach to being a top-notch athlete it's all there. It's all there. Emily has the whole package, and she's a great kid.
Who's the girl taught her?
Jen Blasco, one of our best ever. Yeah, 2-time, 3-time All-State. definitely two-time. I can't remember if she made it third time. 4-year starter in college. She walked into college and there was a outside hitter that was a senior that was a record holder at Slippery Rock. Never played again. Yeah, she's played for 4 years straight, and she was good. But Emily, I can compare Emily with her as a volleyball player. Jen was a great one, and Emily's a great one.
These volleyball ninjas don't attack from the shadows. In fact, they wear bright colors, and they're still hard to stop. They smile often, but are still feared. And these ninjas rarely vanish, especially during the state playoffs. So the stage is set, and the volleyball ninjas are ready for their next challenge, the state single-A semifinals. Their opponent is Troy, and like the Phillies, they have swept their way to the semis, winning 3-0 in their first 2 games. Troy is giving up about 18 points per set so far in the state tournament, and Marion is giving up around 14. The fun starts at 7 p.m. at Dallas High School. Tonight, Tuesday night, the winner moves on to the state final on Saturday at 11 a.m. in Johnstown. Happy Wing Night! It's Wing Night at Bottlenecks. Get $2 off your order of wings or all-you-can-eat wings and boneless wings for only $14.95. Bottlenecks wings are voted best wings in the area year after year.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. First tonight, happy birthday to Marcia Gortva. This wish comes with love from your family and friends. And in our Talk of the Town report, Hazleton Trinity Lutheran Church will be holding a fall festival Saturday, November 15th. The event will be held inside Wagner Hall from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. and include great food for breakfast and lunch, the Hazleton Liberty Band, All That Dancing, crafters, vendors, tricky trays, and much more. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Gregory O. Hare of Hazleton. Funeral is Friday at 9:30 a.m. from the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. William Joseph Evanko of Haddock. Mass is Monday at 11 a.m. at the Church of All Saints in McAdoo. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Lillian Marchok Hannes of Lansford. Services are private and under the direction of the Scrayback Parambo Funeral Home. Eleanor P. Lombard of Shenandoah Heights. Private services will be held at the convenience of the family from the Lukowitz Orovitz Fell Funeral Home. Helen R. Strizak of Weatherly. Services are at the convenience of the family from the McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home. Mary T. Horvath of McAdoo. Funeral is Friday at 9:30 a.m. from the Damiano Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. And Gary Paisley of Hazleton. Friends may call Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. from the Boyle Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Dottie Brennan of Ashland. Dottie, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
For breaking news, you can go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/FYI News 13, and or the Standard Speaker at standardspeaker.com. We'll see you again on Wednesday. Until then, take it easy, everyone.